Hello everyone and welcome back to Latasha Hewitt Homes. Thanks for tuning into this channel. If it's your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. On this channel, we talk about all things home. And one of the things we're going to be talking about today is kind of a part 2 to our laundry cleaning. And we recorded another video where we deep cleaned our washer. And we don't want our trusty dryer here to feel left out. So today we're going to be giving that a clean as well. Okay guys, so step number 1 when cleaning the dryer, and pardon me for squeezing in between here, is you definitely want to unplug it from the electricity. I will say that this is something we typically do after we finish drying the clothes for the week anyway, just to save on electricity costs. So typically this would have already been unplugged, but we just did laundry the other day. Okay, now that it has been unplugged, it's time for us to tackle the vent. Okay, so what we're going to do is open this up. You guys know this process. They advise that you clean this out actually after every load. I usually do it after, you know, we've dried 2 or 3 loads, but we're going to clean this out. But we're not just going to clean this part out today. We're actually going to deep clean this and then go in here and clean the inside where it's housed to make sure no extra lint and dust to get there. It can be an electrical hazard if too many things kind of get in there, so we want to make sure that's clean. And so first let's clean this out and we'll come back to clean out the little cubby hole. Okay, so we're going to clean out the little vent. You can just use dish detergent, but since we already made this nice little cleaning mixture for the washer, which includes dish detergent and cleaning vinegar, we're just going to go ahead and use this cleaning solution. So we're just going to spray it down. Oops, let's open that up. Oops. All right, just going to spray it down. And this is not something that I have done. You know, I generally just clean it out and that's it. I don't really go through the process of cleaning this out. So this is something that, you know, you may want to do as well, just to keep it clean and sanitized. All right, so I'm going to just clean it with this brush, get out all that extra lint. And sometimes it's just easier to pull with your fingers. So I should have done that probably before I wet it, which makes it easier. But the toothbrush does help you get to like this area, see where it's kind of built up a lot of like dust and lint over time. We're just trying to give it a nice clean, which I said it's not something I've done often, so this is probably the first time this has been really cleaned as well as I'm doing it today. All right, we're going to speed this process up and then move on to step 3. All right, guys, we're wrapping up cleaning this. I noticed that there are some areas were a little sticky. Some, you know, I don't know if it's like some tape or something that got in there. But we've used our toothbrush and we've gotten through the various grooves and cleaned out any lingering dirt or dust. And now that it's in pretty good condition, not spotless, but pretty good condition, we're going to actually let this dry while we go and clean out the vent area where this was lodged. All right, so let's go do that now. So we're just going to leave this here to kind of drain out the water while we go and do that. All right, now it's time to move on to step number 3, and that is to clean out this area. And as you can see, there's extra lint that has escaped from the trap. You could typically just use some type of lint brush or something to go in here. I had to do a makeshift here. This is actually a plastic serving spoon with one of our microfiber cloths, but as you can see, the lint, excess lint is sticking to it pretty nicely. So this is an option. I'm going to just go ahead and take that off and go right back in there to get whatever else I can. So we're just going right along the edges where the trap sits. And on it, you'll see that the trap says to change it, to clean it out after every load. This does help the dryer to function better. So if you notice that your clothes aren't drying as fast as you would like, it probably means that your vent needs to be clean. And we're just doing the front part of our dryer today, but there is the back vent that some people choose to clean out. But like I said, we're not doing that today. So we're just going in here with the lint brush. As you can see, there's a little trap down there. I'm just going right down there with my spoon just to gather what I can, bringing it back up, and as you can see, there's dust and more lint that has escaped down there. So you're trying to get as much as you can on the surface there. And this does a pretty good job, but if you already have one of those lint brushes or another type of brush that's good for getting at lint, you can use that. All right, so I think we're pretty much done with cleaning out this area. And next we're going to move on to step 4, which is to clean out the drum. Going back with our cleaning solution to just spray the inside of the drum. I'm spraying this area too, and I have my toothbrush because this is also good for just doing a little clean of this area as well, where there's visible dirt from where the vent was. Makes it very easy, clean. Just using the toothbrush, and then we're just going to spray the solution in the drum around the sides and wipe it out. Now, you'd be surprised what kind of gets stuck around the dryer. So actually it looks pretty clean in here. Nothing has gotten stuck, but you want to check and make sure nothing got lodged in between any areas. Sometimes hair or weird things can get stuck in your dryer. So you just want to double check that. So we're literally going to take our microfiber cloth and kind of deep dive in there and just wipe the drum, giving a nice surface clean. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm working away. Pretty much what I'm doing is just cleaning the drum, rubbing the solution throughout the drum. You can use any multi-purpose cleaner to do this, but since I created that cleaner for the washing machine, figured we just use it for all of our laundry consistency. And if you're interested in that recipe, you can go ahead and check out the other video of our deep clean of the washer, and you'll see the recipe in there. Okay, looks clean. What we don't want to forget is often an overlooked part, even with the washer, and that was the door of the dryer. So now that we've cleaned the inside of the drum, we're also going to give this glass of the door a spray and wipe that down as well. I don't know about you guys, but this is not something that I really think about doing when I'm doing the laundry. If it's not visibly dirty, I don't always think to clean it, but we want to be a little bit more intentional about cleaning any appliance that we use on a regular basis. And so this will also become a part of my monthly routine, making sure that I'm just cleaning these surfaces on a regular basis. All right. Doing pretty good here. Looking good, smelling clean. We're also going to just wipe around these areas here. And you may as well just go ahead and clean the entire surface of this. Now this does get cleaned, the outside, when we have our cleaning person come every month or a month and a half. She will clean the outer portions of this, but this is something you want to make sure you're cleaning as well. Just the whole area should be clean. This is a place where we're cleaning our clothes, drying our clothes, and we want to make sure that it stays as sanitary and as clean as possible, right? And it also helps it function so much better. All right, we're done with this cleaning part. We're going to go get our vent Put it back in, now let it dry, and then we'll be done with our dry cleaning. All right, we're wrapping up. We have our freshly cleaned and dried little vent trap and lint trap. What's it called? Lint trap, vent trap. I'm calling all kinds of things, but you recognize this, don't you? We're gonna put it back in the spot. Oops, I'm putting it in backwards. I do that all the time. Do you guys do that when you're taking it out, put it back in backwards? Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the dryer open just to make sure all of the moisture is gone before I close it. And we're gonna let that dry out, but it smells clean, makes me feel better about using the dryer. And like I said, there is a back hose that is also good to clean periodically. We won't go through that today. But if you really, really want to dive deep and make sure your dryer is functioning at its maximum capacity, you may consider cleaning out that hose, disconnecting and cleaning out any residue or dirt that's in there as well. But for now, that's all we're doing. We thank you for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please go ahead and like it, share it with someone else. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Until then, please keep cleaning, and we'll see you in the next video.